I think it's great that the religions of the world are affirming compassion and the golden rule. At the same time, I think religions don't deserve all the credit. I think nature kind of gave them a helping hand here. You can go to a hunter-gatherer society that has had no exposure to any of the great religious traditions, no exposure to ethical philosophy, and you'll find, if you spend time with these people, that basically they believe that one good turn deserves another, and that bad deeds should be punished. And evolutionary psychologists think that these intuitions have a basis in the genes.
Evolution is a totally amoral process, but it does produce some of the building blocks of morality that we have really leveraged to great effect in human society. One reason that we're nice is because we expect something in return. In a one-shot game in which you want something from me and I want something from you, and we are trying to make an exchange, it always makes sense, if I'm not going to see you again, for me to defect, for me to cheat you as much as possible. But because we evolved in these societies in which we did have iterated and repeated interactions, it was important not to cheat and not to defect if you were going to get any kind of good moral reputation that was going to increase your status and thereby increase your reproductive success.
The golden rule, virtually universal in every culture, what game theorists have formalized in ways of how do you maximize play to maximize cooperation. The most efficient strategies often are built around golden rule type interactions, tit for tat. You can show mathematically in terms of these games like the prisoner's dilemma. What you have most efficaciously is you begin by cooperating. If the other individual cooperates, you continue to cooperate. If they cheat against you, the next time you cheat in return. If they've gone back to cooperating, you do as well. We're not the only species that does tit for tat. Vampire bats aren't actually drinking the blood, they're storing it in a throat sac. They fly back to their nest, discord the blood to feed their babies. Vampire bats have communal nests. A whole bunch of different females have their infants in there, and the females come back and disgorge the blood and feed everybody's kids. Everybody is feeding everybody else's kids. It's a system of stable reciprocity. Now make the bats think that one of them is cheating on them. One of them is holding back. Bat flies out and you net the bat, bring it down, and what you do is you pump up the throat sac with air so that the throat sac is extended way out and gorged, and you push the bat back into the nest there, and everybody is sitting there saying, oh my God, look at how much blood she's got there, and she's not feeding my kid. And the next time around, nobody feeds her child. They do a tit-for-tat strategy.
Our preferences are not all compatible. Sometimes what I want conflicts with what you want, and vice versa. Morality, by providing a set of principles in terms of how we ought to behave, provides the best way for each of us to satisfy our preferences to the greatest extent possible, given the constraints placed by other people.